Hello and welcome back. It is our 22nd day of our daily devotion, of our 30-day devotion. Um, After this 30 day, I will begin another one. So don't forget to join me. My name is Donna Harris. I am your renewed mom's coach in life and spiritual healing. I mentor women who are trying to renew their life and their spirit by using the 3 R's, and that is reflection, recommitment, and renewal. I do want to apologize for being late. I have no excuse, so I'm not going to sit here and try to think of one. I just do apologize for being late today. Today we're going to be talking about transformation, and I have a very, very good example of transformation. But first, um, have you ever had that time when you're trying to write a book, or you're trying to do some poetry, and you're trying to get your program together, and you just have a brain freeze, like everything like leave your mind, and you can't think. You can't think. Well, I had one this morning. Well, last night. you know Usually I try to get my information and get all my stuff together for the next day. But nothing came to mind. I kept asking God, what do you want me to tell your people? What do you want me to talk about, Lord? And nothing. He didn't tell me anything. So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? I didn't get worried and I didn't get scared, because I know God always has a ram in the bush, and he's always an on time God. So early this morning, I asked him, Lord, what do you want me to say to your people? Still nothing. 7:15 this morning, he says transformation. I said, okay, transformation. I only have maybe 30, 45 minutes to get all this together. But I said, okay, because it's on his timing, not my own. So I remembered I love butterflies. That's just I love butterflies. And the reason that I like butterflies, because butterflies go through a transformation. No, butterflies, they're not just born butterflies. There is a transformation. A transformation is an act or a process or instance of transforming or being transformed. Now, we as people, we need a transformation, but a shift has to happen with us first. So again, butterflies, they're my theme, because they're not born as butterflies. Now, if you knew the transformation they have to go through to become beautiful, then you will understand how deep that transformation goes. It's very, very deep. Before a butterfly can evolve, it goes through stages. First, it's a caterpillar. It hangs, the caterpillar hangs from a tree, and it spins and spins and spins into a protective cocoon. It waits for a while. Now, if you look at the cocoon, you're like, what's going on? I don't see anything happening. You can't see anything happening on the outside because it's happening on the inside. But a transformation is going on. Then the butterfly, it breaks, it begins to break free. Now let me go back. That's the process. The first process is how they hang, and then how they spin, and how they hang there for a while. And then it's the caterpillar stage. what the caterpillar does, the process is kind of simple. They eat, they eat as much as they can, as much as possible, because they have to fuel themselves for the growth that's going to take place in them in the future. So during this stage, it will outgrow and it's going to shed its skin. Probably about maybe 4 to 5 times it's going to shed its skin. And see, that stage right there, that's what we should be doing. We should be eating, just hungry for God's word. We should be eating God's word to fuel our growth in Him. And while we're eating His word, during this process, we should be shedding the old man. Once you get God's word inside you, you don't want to do the things that you used to do. You don't want to go to places you used to go. Your walk changes and your talk changes, your attitude changes. Well, it's supposed to. So you can't walk with God and you can't eat God's word and still be the old person that you used to be. That's not how it works. So if you're still the old person that you used to be, then you're not getting God down inside you. You have to really seek Him, and you really have to have a relationship with Him. You have to love Him. You have to let Him in. You have to surrender those old things to Him, because you're ready to grow. You are ready to grow. Now, the chrysalis, that's CHRYSALIS. If you want to look this up, you more than happy to look it up. But I love it. I just love it. The crystal stage, that's the most intriguing stage, because when it changes from a caterpillar into the cocoon, and then it's fully grown and it can't eat anymore, it dangles from that branch. Now, if you have seen a cocoon dangling from a branch and you're wondering, oh my God, how did they do that? What's going to happen? How long do they have to hang there? But see what happens, they get on that branch and they spin and they spin and they spin, and they put this protective cocoon around them so they can rest and so they can digest, all the food that has been consumed. And through this stage, again, you won't see anything on the outside because it's going on in the inside. See, the beauty that God gives us, it's in the inside. What's in the inside, it comes out, it blossoms on the outside. So that's where your beauty comes from. You could be the finest thing on earth and have the nasty and jacked up attitude because you don't have God in you. But when you got God in the inside, you're beautiful in the inside, and that light will shine on the outside. And while the caterpillar has got that protective um shield around it, again, you don't see anything on the outside. It all starts in the inside. There's something beautiful going on. Something is taking place. The caterpillar, it slowly dissolves, while the cells of the butterfly gradually develop. Boy, I just can't wait. That's how we are. That's how we should be. While God has us in a place where we still, And he has us there for a reason. He want us to study his word. He want us to grow. He want us to grow in him. And our growth is not just for us. Our growth is for everybody else. Now, all this going on with the butterfly is migrating together, and it's creating this brand new being. And see, this stage here is often misunderstood in life because we don't recognize the rest and the recovery when we're trying to grow. We don't recognize what God is doing when he has us by ourselves. And if you're like me, I used to ask all the time, Lord, why do you have me here by myself? Why am I alone? But I had to think about it. I'm not alone. He's there with me. He's working on me. So when you feel like you're not where you're supposed to be, God has you where he wants you to be. So we can't rush the process. I mean, now I'm going to be transparent now that I know better, but when I didn't, I used to still try to just move past. I used to feel bad because I'm like, okay, I'm not doing anything. I feel like I need to do this. I feel like I need to do that. I, but no, I didn't need to help God with anything because once you put your hands on something, we're gonna jack it up. We're gonna mess it all up. So I learned how to rest in God. I learned how to be still in God, so I could hear His word. So I could hear Him, so He could tell me what He wanted me to do. You know who He wanted me to bless, who He wanted me to um, give the word to. And if not that, just be still and let me work on you. You still need work. Let me work on you. See, we miss out on that inspiration that comes, during the times of cocooning. So we have to just be still and listen. Listen. So the next stage is the butterfly stage. My God, my God, my God. The butterfly is ready. It's ready to emerge from this chrysalis. When it breaks free, the wings, they're folded up and they're still wet. They need to rest more so the blood flow can flow to the wings. But baby, when those wings are fully, fully dry, that butterfly is ready to take off. It's ready to take flight and to share the beauty to the world. See, during this stage, there is a breaking free going on. But it broke free in proper timing. It broke free in in proper timing. See, we like to break free on our time, but it's not our time, it's God's time. So we have to pray for patience. Pray for patience, because if you don't have patience, you're just gonna take off and mess everything up. So we have to pray for patience. We have to wait on God. When you've gone through these different stages of your life, and you're ready to show the world your growth in God, you got to leave behind the old ways. You got to leave behind the old ways of doing things, the old ways of saying things, the old ways of walking and going to the same place. We have to look forward. We have to look forward with courage. We have to walk forward with courage into the purpose that God has for us. He has ordained, you hear me? He has ordained our life. But we have to sit back. We have to be like the butterfly, the caterpillar, the cocoon, and the butterfly. We have to. We have to feed ourselves with God's word like the caterpillar did. He had to eat, eat, eat as much as he could. We need to eat, eat, eat as much as we can of God's word. The caterpillar ate so he could have enough when he was in a cocoon. We have to eat enough that's gonna last. We have to eat every day because the devil is working. He come to what? Steal, kill, and destroy. And if you don't have enough God in you, he's gonna get in that little crack and he's gonna work and he's gonna work until he have you exactly where he wants. So eat God's word daily. The caterpillar got as a cocoon and it rested. It stayed there. It shedded, it shedded, it shedded. When God gets you to that place where he wants you to sit down and he wants you to rest so he can work on you, do it. Don't try to dabble in it. Do it. Allow him to work on you. Allow him to do what he needs to do so you can grow. Shed like the caterpillar shed it. Shed those old things. Transform your mind. Transform your mind. Shed all that dead stuff. Shed it off. Because what people don't see on the outside is going on in the inside. And eventually, what God has placed in you is going to shine on the outside. So now the cocoon is ready. It has grown. It's ready to spread its wings, evolve into this beautiful, beautiful butterfly and fly. Just let everybody know his growth, its growth. We are the same way. When God is ready, we will blossom into this beautiful, beautiful butterfly. People will see the beauty that you had in the inside develop on the outside. They will see the new you. Everything you shedded off is no longer anymore. They will see the new you, the creation that God has created. There's nothing like it, I'm telling you. And you'll meet people and they'll say, you hadn't changed a bit. You have to tell them, yes, I have. I have grown a lot. I have grown in God. I'm not what I used to be. Oh my God, this is just, whew, this has been so exciting to me because again, I love it. I love butterflies and the transformation that they go through. Come on, that's the transformation that we need to go through. You know, I'm going to leave you with this. You know, Don't rush through the caterpillar stage. Don't rush. Because it's not what? It's not your timing, it's God's timing. Don't try to take off too soon. Don't take flight too soon. Wait until God says you are ready. Don't go unfinished. Let God finish before you take off. Don't give up during the chrysalis stage. Don't give up while God has you at rest, while God has you still. Don't give up. I'm telling you, the outcome is going to be great. Let go of your expectations. Lean on God's expectations, on what He has for your life, not for what you want, because God's ways is a whole lot better than our ways. Be content where God has you, because He has you there for a reason. So don't get discouraged when you don't see anything happening. Like this morning, last night, I didn't see a message. I didn't see anything. But I believe God wanted to see how or what I could do under pressure. But the thing, I wasn't under pressure. I just knew I had a deadline. I had a deadline, and I wanted to be on time. So listen to what God has to say. He loves you. He is not going to lead you in the wrong direction. Be patient. Wait on Him. Seek His face. Asking God, what's my purpose? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? I will go where you want me to go. I will do whatever you want me to do. Hey, go look up the caterpillar stages and see if you can recognize yourself in those stages. I just love it. I love it. I love the transformation. I love it. So if you out and about, you see something says butterfly, think of who? Think of me. Think of Donna Harris, your renewed mom's coach in life and spiritual healing. I mentor women who are renewing their life and their spirit with the 3 R's: reflection, recommitment, and renewal. Join me Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. for your 30-day devotional. Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. I will be doing prayer. Like my page, share my page. Come join me. Leave me comments. I want to know what you want. I want to know what you need. I want to know what you want to talk about. If you want to be a guest, hey, let me know. I have no problem. We can discuss it and you can be one of my guests on the show. I love you. If you are interested in my book, which I don't have it handy to show you what the book looks like, but you can go on to my website, and that's cyltcoaching.com, and purchase you a copy of the book that I was so graced to be a part of. I love you. I pray that you have a blessed day. Don't give up. No matter where God has you, do not give up. Ask for patience so you can wait. Join me tomorrow at 8 a.m. for your devotional. Hey, Nita, thank you so much for joining me. You all have a blessed day. Thank you.